morning. I'm so happy that you're here. I hope you love my backdrop behind me. These are some really awesome, amazing birds. I'm at a coffee shop right now. I'm en route to Denver actually for the Sea Level to 14er challenge that I've been doing a lot of breath training for. And so you'll have to, number one, appreciate the decorations behind me, but number two, put up with any noise that you might hear during this. That's all right. Today's session is going to be an active one. So we are not going to find a place to sit down and be super meditative. We're actually going to be moving during this one, kind of like we did last time. So to start, if you're seated, go ahead and stand up. And I want you just to start. We're going to do a couple of warm-up exercises. We're going to be doing a few things that I've actually been working with for my training for the Sea Level to 14er challenge. But just to begin, I want you just to stretch your arms up to the sky. Just reach and maybe take a deep inhale here. And an exhale, lean over to your right side. You can feel the left side of your body open up. Maybe you'll feel those intercostal muscles in between each of your ribs stretch out. Your next inhale, bring yourself to center. Next exhale, lean to the left side this time. Inhale and exhale a few times here. Just feel that side open up. Allow your next exhale to bring you back to center and stretch all the way up to the sky. And then if you're comfortable with it, go ahead and drop your hands down to the ground and stretch downward. Maybe your fingertips touch the ground. Maybe. No judgment if not. You can grab opposite elbows if you want to here and just let your head and your arms hang heavy. You can nod yes. You can shake your head no. Just loosen yourself up. Go ahead and start to make your way back up to standing and shake out your hands. Whoa. Almost just sent my computer flying off the table. Go ahead and shake out your hands some more. I'm a liability over here. Shake out your arms with your hands now. Bring it up even into your shoulders. Shake, 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 shake. Maybe shrug your shoulders a bit. Maybe get a bit of a bounce in your knees now. I just did it again. Bouncing, bouncing. Feel that movement. Be present with that movement. Feel the blood flowing in your hands and your arms. And we'll just shake for 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and stop. And feel that energy still flowing. As your body found stillness, it doesn't mean your body inside hasn't continued to flow. It's always a neat feeling. I love that. Let me plug my computer back in so I don't lose you. All right. So now what we're going to do is one round of preparation for high altitude simulation training. If you've been following along with me for a while, we've been doing some of this. It's basically where we just plug our nose, hold our breath, and walk for like 10 to 15 paces. We're just going to do that one time. And then we're going to take it up a whole nother level into something that I'm doing now during the home stretch of the Sea Level to 14er breath training challenge, where we're going to plug our nose, hold our breath, and instead of walking for only 10 to 15 paces, I want you to go as long as you can walking. And I want you to count those steps. And even during the stress of that breath hold, I want you to focus on counting each step so that when you come back to the computer in between sets, which will rest for 2 minutes in between, I want you to know exactly how many steps you took. This is the practice. How can you maintain your psychological awareness in the midst of stressful environment? So this is a really, really important practice for us. All right, we're going to begin with the preparation for high altitude simulation. So what you need, if you don't have any room, you can walk in place. That's fine. But even better, if you have at least a little bit of space where you can walk in a circle walk around a table, walk back and forth. Maybe you've got me on headphones. Some space where you can walk. We're going to take 3 breaths just to ground ourselves down before we begin. 3 natural breaths. Go ahead and begin an inhale in through the nose and an exhale through the nose. Another inhale through the nose and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. And at the bottom of this exhale, go ahead and pinch your nose, hold your breath, and walk. Count 10 or 15 paces. For me, I'm at 10, 14, 15. I'm done. Release your nose and allow that breath to come back. As you recover, think about these breaths being light, being slow, and being deep. LSD, light, slow, deep breaths. In and out through the nose. That's your little mini warm-up. We're going to give ourselves about 30 more seconds. Focus on the breath as it comes in and out through your nose. Then we're going to do 5 rounds of what's called a maximum breathlessness test, MBT. You're going to pinch your nose, hold your breath, and you're going to walk as many paces as you can until you can't go any further. And then you release your nose and recover with light, slow, deep breaths in and out through your nose. And I want you to remember how many steps you actually walked. We've got 10 more seconds before we begin this first maximum breathlessness test. All right. One more natural inhale in through the nose. Natural exhale through the nose. And at the bottom, pinch your nose, hold your breath, and begin walking. Walking. I'm timing things over here. You're counting steps. We're at 10 seconds. You should maybe be around 18, 20 steps. Keep going as long as you can. I'm at 20 seconds. If you can't go any longer, release that nose and come back to your breath. Light, slow, deep recovery breaths in and out. I'm at 30 seconds. This is stressful. I know. This is very stressful. The challenge is keeping your awareness. We're at 40 seconds. The challenge is keeping your awareness on how many steps you walked, even in the midst of that stress. We're going to recover for about a minute and a half more. Really get a full recovery. Obviously, when you unplugged your nose, you probably felt the need to take really deep breaths right away. A good gauge should be that recovery to get your breath back to quote unquote normal, you want to shoot for about 6 breaths. So yes, they're going to be frantic. They're probably going to be deep. Take those frantic and deep breaths, 6 of them just about, but you should be back to normal breathing after 6. And then just notice how your body feels. We're changing the biochemistry of our body during these breath holds. In fact, we're releasing EPO from, I believe, our kidneys, which increases the red blood cell count in our blood. That's why this has been really key for me to work on this particular exercise as I've trained for this high altitude trek. All right, we've got about 20 more seconds in this rest. We're going to go for 4 more times here. 3, maybe 4. It kind of depends on the time. All right, 10 more seconds in this recovery. Get ready to go again. Get yourself mentally prepared. This is challenging. All right, our last breath in through the nose. Normal breath out through the nose. Pinch your nose, hold your breath. Begin walking. Count those steps. Focus on that count. We're at 10 seconds. You're probably around 18 or 20 steps here. Keep going, as many as you can. Get out of your head and into your body. It should almost be like you're pushing, but you're relaxing at the same time. Now we're at 30 seconds. For those of you still going, you're probably around 60 paces. Great job. After you're done, you can release that nose and come back to your breath. Taking those likely 6 deep recovery breaths, but get your breath back as quick as you can to light, slow, deep. Good work, everybody. We'll go for another minute and a half of recovery. All right. Question. How many steps did you go the first round? It's a little bit tough to remember that one. And then how many steps did you go this most recent round? It's challenging to remember when you've got the stress of a breath hold going on. I know. After we're done with this, I'll share with you a little bit more about my training and where I've gotten to with this particular exercise. You might be impressed. I don't know. We'll see. But I've been working with an incredible coach, David Jacko Jackson from the UK. He's one of the few master instructors in Oxygen Advantage, and I would say the best coach in the world in this particular type of breath training. All right. We'll have 30 more seconds of recovery. When you begin again, I want you to drop your focus out of your head, out of that screaming voice that says you need to take a breath, and into your body. As you're walking, relaxed but focused. 5 more seconds here. Coming into our last inhale, natural inhale in through the nose, natural exhale through the nose. Pinch your nose, hold your breath, begin walking. Relaxing into your body as you walk. Push yourself as many steps as you can go. If you need to swallow, swallow. That pushes your diaphragm down. That relaxes your diaphragm. Your diaphragm might be clenching up, saying, I need to take a breath. Push through that urge, swallow, relax. Maybe look up at the sky. If you're outside, look around you at nature. Keep going. If you're done at this point, that's 30 seconds, by the way. It's a phenomenal job. If you're done at this point, release that nose, take those frantic 6 breaths, try to recover in 6. You're at 45 seconds. If you're still walking, phenomenal job. This is probably about it. Great work. Get that breath back. Ask yourself once again, how many steps did you take? Do you remember? Did you lose count? Regardless of how many steps you've taken, you're doing a phenomenal job here. Got about another minute in recovery. This is tough. I know. This is tough stuff. Push through. We'll do one more, just one more. We won't do a full 5, we'll do 4 total. One more time. We are practicing creating a stressful environment, and how can we psychologically manage that stress? How can we stay focused? How can we keep our cognitive abilities amidst stress? 15 more seconds to recover. Breathe light, breathe slow, breathe deep in your recovery. All right, one last breath in through the nose. Normal breath out. This is the last one. Pinch your nose, hold your breath, start walking. This is the last one. Push yourself as far as you can. Get as many steps as you can this time. If you feel your diaphragm clench up, swallow. That relaxes it down. Feel the flow of each step. Get out of your head, into your body, and push yourself. Keep going. If you're still going, you're at about 30 seconds. You have phenomenal results, actually, in terms of EPO production at 30 seconds. So if you made it this far, great job. Keep pushing yourself if you're still going. If you're done, get that breath back. 6 recovery breaths and get it back to normal. If you're still going, you're at 50. That's a phenomenal job. All right. For those of you recovering, come back to the breath. If you're comfortable, I want you to close your eyes and feel the air as it comes in through the nose. Feel the air as it goes out. We're going to do one more standing. Feel it as it comes in. Feel the breath as it goes out. Good. Now what I want you to do is go ahead and find a lying down position. And what you're going to do now is feet flat on the ground, knees up in the air. You can relax your arms down to your side. And through your nose here, start to breathe as slow, as controlled as you can. I want you to place your hands up on the bottom of your ribs, kind of like your pinkies in line with your belly button. Your hands up on your bottom part of your ribs, fingers in line with belly button. And I want you to breathe, continue to breathe slowly, but feel the expansion that happens in your rib cage on the inhale and the contraction back down towards the earth on the exhale. In and out. In and out. We're shifting away from sympathetic nervous system, which is the state in which we are stressed, and we're shifting away from sympathetic into parasympathetic. We can do that just with the breath. The breath stimulates the vagus nerve, which sends the signal to the body of whether we need to be in fight or flight, sympathetic, or rest and digest, parasympathetic. We're down, shifting back down. Keep doing this. Just feel that expansion on the inhale and that contraction on the exhale. We're here for 3 more breaths. Two more breaths. And 1 more breath. And at the bottom of that exhale, go ahead and start to move your body again. Bring yourself back up to a seated position, however feels comfortable for you. And I just want you to take note of how you feel. We went from a super high stress moment, like holding your breath and walking, to now most likely a very calm state. Within just a couple of minutes, less than 100 breaths, we're in a calm state. That's the power of the breath, my friends. I want to thank you so much again for joining. Another spicy edition of Monday morning breath work. I'm on a kick. I'm training for this high altitude trek. So I've been doing some more active and engaging type of breath trainings I know lately.